Today, similar to yesterday, dealing with wide-legged folds, standing today instead of seated. And again, not one of my favorite things, but one of the things I think is best for me. A lot of people, if they see the band play, they notice I've got like a pretty wide power stance or whatever. It looks cool. I can do this fairly well. The second I start to hinge, ouch. So that's what we're working on today. Flexibility through the legs, extension of the spine. Prop-wise, we're gonna use a couple bricks. We're gonna use our chair. You can slide the chair off to the side for now. Your 2 bricks you're gonna bring off your mat on the long side, right? And we're gonna start facing the long side and facing our 2 bricks. Feet together, fingers in line with the collarbone, soft bend in the knees, and then we'll step or hop the feet wide apart. Good. Starting point, ankles roughly underneath the palms, but you can go a little bit wider if you'd like. Just toes angle slightly inwards. Make sure there's not a ton of pressure on the knees. If there is, shorten your stance slightly, and you can even take a soft bend in both knees. In fact, let's both start with a soft bend in our knees. Good. Hands come on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Tailbone tucks under. Navel lifts up through the sternum. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna start to hinge at the hips. Keep the elbows and shoulders back. Press hands into the hips, extend through the sternum. And then we're gonna bring our hands down onto our bricks. Bring in your palms directly underneath your shoulders. And careful here, tendency sometimes is to shift forward with the hips. We wanna keep the hips, knees, and ankles aligned with each other. Good. From there, roll the shoulders back, extend through the sternum, take an inhale. Exhale, start to hinge forward, bending at the elbows. You can move your bricks off to the side if you need. We're trying to bring our palms flat. Elbows hug into the center line. Crown of the head drops down. And then if you're able, palms start to walk back, trying to bring the fingertips in line with the toes. If that's too much, you can walk the hands a little further forward. Lengthen the spine, then drop the crown of the head down. Elbows to the center line. We call this Prasarita Pada Uttanasana. So wide-footed forward fold. Good. Let's straighten the spine. Bring the hands back onto the bricks. Half lift. Shoulders back, sternum forward. Good. Then heel toe the feet in towards each other. And roll back up to standing. Good. Let's shift our bricks off to the side for now. And our second variation, we're going to use our chair now instead of the bricks. So the chair is going to kind of give us the ability to lengthen the spine forward, more so than thinking about folding. So again, anytime we say folding forward, as yoga teachers, we see it all the time. You know, fold forward, touch your toes. People tend to want to fold from the top of the spine and kind of hunch in and, ooh, there's my toes. We don't care about that. We care about how long your spine and torso are. So you can think rather than folding down, you're folding forward, you're extending forward. This chair is going to help us find that action. So chair is off our mat facing us. We're standing in the center of our mat. We take a soft bend in the knees, line up the fingers and the collarbones, step or hop the feet wide apart, good. Toes straight forward or angled slightly inwards. We want to avoid outward pointing toes, right? Slightly in, soft bend in the knees, elbows and shoulders back, tailbone down, inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Remember, keep the hips, knees, and ankles in line with each other. Press hands into the torso, extend the sternum, bring the hands, the palms flat onto the seat of your chair. Good. So we're rolling the shoulders back, we're extending the sternum forward, hips stay in line with the heels, inhale. Exhale, start to push the chair away from you. They keep sending the hips back so they line up with the heels. Good. Plug shoulder blades into their sockets, lift the gaze slightly, reach the sternum forward, reach the hips back, inhale. Exhale, send the chair a little further forward. Good. Take a few breaths here. If you're able, the chair slides a little further forward still, but keep the hips in line with the heels. And remember, if you're feeling any undue pressure on the knees, take a soft bend. Good. Let's slide the chair back in towards us. Find a straight spine. Heel toe the feet in towards each other. We're going to simply fold forward, bend into the knees, relax the head down. Good. Let's roll back up to standing. Good. We're going to find one final variation. You can shift your seat off to the side. If you have a little bit of wall space, let's use it. If not, you're going to kind of have to imagine the wall behind you. But this time I want to really focus on the hips staying where they are. So we're going to scoot all the way back, press the sacrum against the wall. So that's this flat space kind of right above the tailbone, right? What's the right way to say this? Right above your butt. Flat space on your wall, on your back. Good. So that's pressing against the wall. Shoulder blades are pressing against the wall. Heels are a couple inches away because the second we start to fold forward, all this flesh here is going to kind of want to shove us forward, and we don't want to fall on our faces. And we're going to step our feet wide apart, and again, engage shoulders and sacrum against the wall. Toes slightly in or straight forward. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward. I gotta scoop my heels away. Hinge forward. Bring your fingertips down, or if you need your bricks or your chair, grab them. But the idea here, as you're in your half lift, you're sitting on the wall. Literally, sits bones are against the wall. Roll the shoulders back, pull the sternum forward, take an inhale. Then keep pressing your seat into the wall as you drop the crown of the head down. Try to bring the palms flat, elbows hug into the center line. Shoulders away from the ears. Press the palms down to send the hips into the wall. Take a couple breaths. Let's walk back up to our half lift. Heel toe the feet in towards each other. Drop the crown of the head down. And roll back up to standing. We did it. See you tomorrow.